Welcome. Today we're doing our C major scale, both 2 octaves in contrary motion, and then up to 4 octaves with parallel motion in octaves. As we sounded our C major scale, we'll do our peck by ear. C, D, B, F, G, A, B, C. And hopefully your ears can hear, that is a C major scale. Where we have our tetrachord, tonic, whole, whole, half, and another whole step higher, a second tetrachord, whole, half, to create that sound of the C major scale. Now, as we take our C major scale in contrary motion, we will notice the fingering. We have 5 fingers in our hand, but we have 8 notes in the octave. So we actually need to take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and add 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Or starting from middle C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our left hand does the same thing, going in contrary motion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, together, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. To make it into 2 octaves, we now replace finger 5 with finger 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now actually playing 2 octaves. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3. With our C major scale, even though this is one of the first that people learn, it's definitely not one of the easiest to play well. That's because we're going to be on the white keys the entire time, and we don't have a natural tendency to raise up on these black keys to allow for these shifts. So in our left hand, we'll demonstrate this. I like to have a technique called tall knuckle, which is when we get into the scale and we have these shifts. I want to be on a tall knuckle on my 3rd finger, so that way my thumb has a plane to go over the keys. If I play into this on a lower knuckle, my thumb is now trapped under the key bed here. It has to then elevate and swing over, and we start seeing all these really nasty chicken wings floating up. But if I get that knuckle tall early, it allows my thumb to then pass over the keys to make the shift happen. The other thing we can think about is the rotation. Just like we're turning a key, I can turn my arm a little bit to the side. With that tall knuckle and rotation, this thumb now has a very short travel over to this next key. So I'm not having to twist and bend my thumb across. Instead, it's right there. And especially on the end of the scale from 4 to 1, I have a tall knuckle on my 4th finger. I give it a little bit of rotation, and my thumb is so close to the next C. Tall rotate, tall rotate, tall rotate, tall rotate. And then, of course, the scales coming in are the easy ones. These ones we don't have any problems with. We make sure that we get to the bottom of the scale. Our elbow is on the outside. Our wrist has a slight bit of tilt, and this allows us to push the hand up the piano. Nice and simple. In our right hand, we do the exact same things, just going the opposite direction in contrary motion. We will have our 1, 2, 3, making sure we're on this tall knuckle. I know it's a little bit harder to see on this side. We now rotate it. Tall knuckle on 4. We rotate it. Tall rotate. Make sure to get my elbow on the outside. A little bit of tilt to the wrist. Now we'll take our C major scale and beat to beat. This means we're going to be taking it and figuring out what these 5-note groups are, going 1E and a 2, 2E and a 3, 3E and a 4, 4E and a 1, making sure we can move evenly across them and that the pulse patterns make sense. We'll do each hand separately first. 1, 2, 3, 4E and a 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 1, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2 E and a 3 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 2 E and a 3 and a 2 E and a 3 and a. Now we can take this hands together. You'll notice I make sure I'm subdividing on beats 2 and 3, hearing my steady 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 2 E and a 3 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 E and a. As we go into our parallel motion scales, we can simplify all this motion of rotation and tall knuckles through a simple concept. We like to call this pet the cat, pet the dog, and then pet the lion. And so when I pet the cat, it's these tiny little 4-note scales and 5-note scales that if I was to play with all 5 of my fingers, I can have this small little motion like I'm petting a kitty. I go down along with the fur, and then I come up and back around. Now I can use that same motion, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And this does a lot of the things that we're thinking about with tall knuckles, rotating to move our arms smoothly side to side and not getting hung up on individual keys, simplifying a lot of more complex muscle motions into one more simple thought. And we also have it on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, that C scale, now 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we can take that same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, replacing that 5th finger with number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Just small little objects. We're getting our arm used to little bits of side-to-side motion regardless of fingering. Now as we get to these full octaves, we can think about the dog, a little bit of a bigger object. We make sure our arm is moving still with the grain of the hair, and then we come up around to not make the dog mad. We don't want him biting us. All one smooth motion with the arm, and a lot of this rotation and tall knuckling can be kind of smoothed out in our brain into this one big concept. Now in our right hand ascending, we have the dog. And notice I'm not playing the scales evenly right now. These are our power scales. We take our tonic C and we elongate it to an 8th note, or at the beginning, we can elongate it with a fermata. Just giving ourselves a chance to relax, reset our body, allow the joints to come to a moment of stasis, to re-engage, to push the energy side to side, so we're not building tension across these scales. Now with our biggest object, we have the lion, where I can go across the entire length of the piano in one smooth motion, going underneath on the way up, and then coming over on the top. And same thing with our left hand. We'll actually do it in contrary motion for an example, but as it goes down the piano, it goes along the fur and then comes back over the top. Now, we take our power scales hands together, the right hand's going on this under motion, petting the line into the fur, while our left hand goes over the top so that we don't make them mad and get bit. Here we get to the top, our right hand has to go over the top while our left hand now goes in to ready to pet. I hope these exercises are helpful and give you some different ways to practice your scales rather than just beating them into the ground the same way every single day and being surprised that the consistent results happen, where if you're having a problem, it's happening consistently. Hopefully this gives us some bit of variety. I like to remind people to try to limit technical practice to about 10 minutes per day, especially if we're struggling to find the motivation to consistently practice, or we're finding the problems of consistently finding motivation to put technique practice into our day in general. If we go overboard and spend an hour working on a technique one day, it's very unmotivating to come back and do it again the next day because we get sucked to this hole of doing it for an hour and we haven't even played any of our pieces, any of our repertoire, learned any of our masterworks. So instead, get to 10 minutes, cut yourself off and say, I am better, I am not perfect, and I will continue tomorrow to improve this technique. But I'm gonna do the things I enjoy. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna learn some repertoire. I'm gonna play a really nice song and work on memorizing it. I'm gonna have some fun doing some lead sheet. I'm gonna do the things that really interest me on piano. And we get ourselves in the habit of thinking technique is something we can come back to and start every single day and do 10 minutes of, and over the grand scheme of a week, we get those 70 minutes in. We might even start incorporating 2 or 3 blocks of these 10 minutes per day, and this is where we start seeing a lot of progress happen, where we're doing 30 minutes of technique spread across the day, doing multiple different areas of our technique, not just 1 or 2 scales, but scales, arpeggios, broken chords, many different things that apply in real music and allow us to have such a better control of the instrument. Happy practicing.